to our welcome back, everybody. I am home from vacation, and now we're going to watch Conan the Barbarian at the request of the man who is about to come on the stream today. Welcome, Space Jump.
The fact is, Starscream, despite your treachery, I've allowed you to carry on this long because I took a certain delight in following your string of failures. But you finally become tiresome, predictable. You've hit rock bottom.
Hi.
Hey, so you suggested this. Please, why?
Because I was blasting the music for the last week, 24/7. And it's awesome. And it has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
It does have Arnie in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's bring in.
Epic.
Sorry, go for it.
It's epic and it's awesome.
Okay, well let's watch it and see. I was mostly bored during the runtime with a few moments of WTF, what is going on here? But it's gonna be interesting. Let's bring in the White Dragon.
Hello.
That was a funny scene.
Oh yeah, it's the scene where he dies, but not really. Anyways, it's not derailed here. Again,
He should have died.
snapped in half. There we go. Yes, Conan. I watched it last night, and I'm just here to watch everybody else's reaction, just to realize maybe sees like how vapid this thing really is. Because I remember I watched it a couple of years ago, thinking it was like, oh, this was pretty neat. And then now, obviously, as I've changed, my standards have changed. And I'm like, wow, this movie is really vapid. Not really much going on. And it's very serviceable for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's funny, though, in certain instances.
Yeah, there are funny moments. Let's bring in Mr. Kodak.
With these words, I, Rabuti Gilliman, Lord Commander of the Imperium, son of the Emperor of Mankind, declare the Indomitus Crusade. Traitors, mutants, demons, pay heed to the coming of my armies and the ruin we promise your miserable kind. This galaxy is ours.
Hello.
Hello.
So, Codex, what's your history with this film? Since I remember a while back you did, I think you either suggested this or Red Sonja. Might have been both.
Yes, I did. I found this film to be quite entertaining, just by Annals' very various acting capabilities, shall we say. But to be fair, physically, he does fit the role, and this is before I read the book, of course, and to be fair, I'm only barely scratched the surface of the novel. But I found myself enjoying this film. It's a very good pulp fantasy film.
Yeah, it's very silly. I can guarantee. I can.
It is silly. I will admit it does have its faults, but I found it very entertaining. A product of its time, so to speak.
As I would say, that's the only thing that really matters at the end of the day. But if we're talking about writing quality and all that business, yeah, it doesn't hold up. But entertainingly, yes. Some people, I found it very, for the most part. There's only like a few scenes where I'm like, yeah, I can enjoy that.
I think that this movie would actually work better as, say, a TV show, and I am very interested to do the Jason Momoa one.
Is it the new one, quote unquote?
The 2011 one?
Yeah, I'm interested to watch that one for contrast.
Okay.
Because
I have not seen that one.
I do like Jason Momoa, And I do like, well, I like the little bits and pieces of Rose McGowan that I've seen her in other things. But and I like Rachel Nichols from the few movies that I've seen her in, which admittedly is mostly just the G.I. Joe movies, or the G.I. Joe movie that she was in, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, I think we should probably get started.
By the way, have you seen the sequel to this one?
No.
Okay.
I've seen the Nostalgia Critic review of this, and which
Oh yeah, we should watch that again after this.
Yeah, once we get finished, I would be very interested to watch it and respond. Because
it's very entertaining and it's so funny.
Yeah, and like honestly, like it's one of Doug's better reviews. Like Doug's kind of hit or miss.
I will admit that.
But this one was one of his better ones. And funnily enough, when I showed Trip, he was saying the same jokes that she was thinking.
Oh wow.
She was like, I don't know whether to be scared or not because he's saying exactly what I'm thinking. Or
let's go with maybe.
Yeah. All right. Let's start the movie. Here. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little.
True.
Oh God, no.
Watching a lot of prequel defenses makes that ring real true for me.
It's kind of neat. It is interesting that they picked a Friedrich Nietzsche quote. For this, and I would kind of like to get my hands on the commentary because the commentary apparently is hilarious. Because it's just John Milius. And
long ago in a distant land, Ayaku, the shape-shifting master of darkness,
unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish samurai warrior stepped forth.
They put the speech in the trailers for this movie, and it's so awesome.
Wrong franchise. Oh, but God bless you, Mako. God bless you.
Hi, adventure. He smokes a lot.
Prepare for swords and sorcery and epic silliness.
Epic adventure. Oh.
With the cheese
adventure time.
Only for emergencies.
It was horrifying.
We got to get to the horse, y'all.
It is nice that they start off with the visual storytelling. I do like that part of it. And it does. I recently re-listened to Critical Drinker's live stream on this movie to kind of get an alternative perspective, and there are some neat things that he pointed out. One of them being the riddle of steel versus the power of flesh, which we'll get to later. And that part is decent, is nice, and I do like it, but it's only in a couple scenes, really. It's kind of similar to TLJ's failure is the greatest teacher thing.
Yeah.
Not that The Last Jedi is and this are of equivalent quality. This is definitely much better than
What
TLJ. But yes, I know it's heresy to bring up the greatest movie of ever time.
It's not just heresy. It's just like, what exactly is it trying to do? It's the same problem with Mass Effect 2, to some degree.
Yeah, the funny thing is, John Milius all he did was he just looked at the covers of Conan books, and then just made a story based on the covers. He didn't even read the book, the
Yeah.
stuff. Though one thing, it's the reason why I want to get a hold of the commentary tracks is because it's just John Milius and Arnold Schwarzenegger being pervy guys. They're just perving
Whoa.
over the girls. Like I think one quote was, "We kill so much beautiful young flesh in this movie."
Ah.
Yeah, that's the one bit of the commentary track that I have heard. So
well,
I
this is
know
Conan the
that's
Barbarian role, then, to be fair.
Yeah.
The fake clouds in the background, right?
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this as part of the Elric saga as well? Crom, I mean.
I don't know.
I think it's mentioned.
Yeah, I know Crumb is definitely a theme, a very significant theme of this movie.
Yeah.
Bro, these clouds, man. It looks so bad.
Which is, yeah, the cloud, yeah, the compositing is really bad.
So far, but you want me to become an anime character then?
Oh yeah, the music choices. I forgot about this.
Yeah, I don't think the music is very good. That's one of the things that I noticed was the music is not very good. Or it's very poorly,
I will agree with that.
The choices they make in the scenes.
Yeah,
it's kind of poorly chosen in some cases.
Fucking dog.
So we actually have another person who wants to come on. So I'll just pause it really quick while a new person comes in. It's another person that says Crimson Scorpio. So he'll actually be joining in on the kind of more positive end of the spectrum, I suppose. We'll just. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Stream the thing with an overlay. Yeah, I know there is an. Let me see. A cheap overlay. Let me see. What's
Yeah, the issue is fucking copyright.
Well, I know, like an overlay. You can do something with an overlay.
I mean, the Conan movie is on YouTube for free.
Well,
I don't know if how the bots work here. Do we get a strike if we put a movie in the background, or how does it work?
I don't think a strike. It would just be like the stream would be taken down for like a second or two.
Okay.
Yeah. So I looked it up, and it is on YouTube, but you have to buy it.
No.
Yeah.
You can watch it for free. It's just a video. At least I remember. Yeah.
Well, it could be that they've changed that.
Yeah, it has 800,000 views, and it's 2 hours and 5 minutes. but I don't think the quality is very good.
So yeah, let me. Yeah, I don't know what the. Yeah, let me. Yeah, I don't know. Spare. For YouTube. Okay, so let's see. Huh. Okay, we have a guest in the back room. Please welcome, for the first time in a while, actually, Mr. Crimson Scorpio.
Epic
Hello
crimson.
again.
Hello, thank you for having me. I apologize. I'm not more involved in any of this. Your schedule is just simply too late for me.
Oh,
But I always love seeing you guys. What you guys all get up to, except for this,
It's been
because I love this movie and you guys are wrong.
Oh, damn
okay.
it.
This is
I
gonna
like
be
the movie.
spicy. I like it. This is gonna be fun.
No, I like legitimately think this is like probably the best pre-Lord of the Rings fantasy movie. Like I really like this movie.
Best.
Okay.
I agree
Okay.
with that.
Very good opinion.
Okay.
Very good.
I would put Willow up there personally. But I
No,
I
to be fair,
agree.
Willow is pretty good. I'm not going to talk about that.
yeah. So yeah, okay. I'm interested to see kind of see the perspective, since I did watch Critical Drinker's very positive review of this. And I'll have to figure that out later another time. But for now, let's just let's play the movie. And no worries, no need to apologize, Mr. Scorpio. It's cool.
No, it's no trouble.
Yeah.
I love the score. I think
And to be fair,
the
you
score is
To
amazing.
be fair, to be fair, you only missed the Yaku narration, probably.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Right. So that pulls from mythology. And actually some real history. The Sons of Arius quote isn't just nothing. It's
Okay.
it's actually a reference. It's an oblique reference to what we would call the Indo-Europeans or the Aryans, which, if you know what that is, that was
Yeah.
a serious theory for a long time. That's what he's actually referencing there. He's referencing the start of
Oh
history.
no.
Oh, okay.
No, but that Indo-Europeans are that's a real thing, and that's the idea that he's driving at here. This exists in the time between the age of mythology and the age of and like what we would call history, and the start of real civilization.
Yeah.
Oh no. God
damn, I know
don't like how
God of War Ragnarok's divisive, but this is ridiculous.
I don't like how she's like almost in like a skin tight jumpsuit. Like that is something I don't necessarily really like.
Yeah, it's kind of like they wouldn't. I don't think they would. They had the tech to make that.
Yeah. We have the
Bro.
obviously we have the silly over the top weapons like the hammer and then the armor.
Yeah, and the helms.
What do you mean? Those are awesome.
The helms are. I mean, you could chalk the helms up to being a psychological trick, right? The weapons are more pulp.
Maybe, yeah, but to be fair,
I'm
true. But to be
okay
fair,
with-
Highlander does the same thing, and I would say it's more effective.
I would say that the helms are fine. It's just the hammers kind of look a little bit like styrofoam, but that's the era, I guess.
The weapon choice is a dated example, right?
No.
I really like how understated this scene is when you really get down to it, right? Like, this is not the battle at the steps of Mount Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really appreciate that part of it.
Okay.
No, it's just a raid.
Yeah, it's very small scale.
It's a tragic origin story.
It's
Yeah.
intimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like
But
that.
it's just the origin of Arnold.
It's the origin of the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's
I
the
mean,
origin
this
of
is the
his
movie. This is the
revenge.
movie that launches him, right?
Yeah.
I think that it
I think that was
yes.
Wasn't it Hercules?
It's debatable.
Terminator
Yeah.
would be the one that got him really good, but that's the one that I think got his attention.
Yeah.
Cameron's attention.
Yes, that's what I mean, right? Like Terminator. Like this happened
Yes,
before Terminator, right? Like,
yeah,
this
that
is
would
a
be-
success before Terminator.
Yeah.
84 is Terminator. This is an 82.
When was
Yeah.
Hercules in New York?
Yeah, this is. I think this is. I believe that this is his first movie that got him like noticed.
Yeah, I think this is his second movie. His first movie was like a throwaway nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, since James Cameron had to find him first.
I remember in his first movie or very early movie, they had to dub him with English voiceovers because his accent was just so bad.
Okay, so Scavin. So it was apparently The Villain was his first movie in 1979. Everything before that was either a documentary. Oh, Stay Hungry was his first movie.
Yeah, his first. I mean, he enters
okay.
the public consciousness in Pumping Iron, right? Like that's. I mean that's his origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's. Yeah, I do kind of like the fact that he's able to hypnotize people is just kind of like, oh, this is just what he does.
It's understated, right? He's
Yeah.
So he you might notice that he kind of like looks a little.
James, use the Force.
I know he's so good.
Uh,
He's intentionally like, his hair and his eyes are like that, and his skin is like meant to be. The creators are hinting that he's sort of belongs to like a pre-ancestor race of people, so like Atlantean.
Are you
That's
guys
it.
still
Yeah.
talking about Arnold or about the
I'm
antagonist?
talking about Thulsa Doom,
Okay.
right? That's why he has blue eyes.
hmm.
Oh no!
Oh,
So sad.
I mean, to be fair, that would do it for a revenge plot. Yeah.
The guy looks badass, by the way. Holy shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of like the movie making of the time where they just narrate what happens as they show it. Oh, who died?
That would be Codex.
Like if they would have done this today, I'd be like, "Thank you. I have eyes.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Yeah, the only body part we know
Everything.
for sure you're missing is
Shut up. Yeah, your mom, therefore invalid.
your mom locked you up.
So this is the most this bit, right, is the most discordant with the actual Conan stories, actually. This whole like
Okay.
first part of the movie.
He pushed
Because-
the wheel. Go ahead, sorry.
I love the Wheel of Pain. But the conceit of the original Conan stories is that what makes Conan so formidable is that he is from nature, so to say, and he is what would be he is unsoftened by civilization, right? What occurs now, I, for many reasons, don't like that conceit, but I'm not going to get into that. The point here is that what's shown in this is that Conan is honed and trained, and that's what makes him formidable. That is the exact opposite of Howard's thesis in the story.
Okay.
Because he's gonna you're gonna watch how he's he's trained as like a gladiator, and then like he's trained by all these like different weapons masters and stuff like that. And it's not illogical by any means, but it's the exact opposite of the character in the books, or in the short stories rather. Because
What
that's
are
what
they even doing?
What?
Yeah. And like,
What are they doing?
like I don't know what they just push wheel.
Grinding
Well, okay, so the implication
I
is
guess.
that either that it's a grindstone like a mill, right? Or it's specifically to do this, to create this person who can do it by themselves. And it is a instantiation, I guess, of the quote you read at the beginning. It has made him strong, and it's the only one. He's the only one who's become strong because everyone else has died, presumably. And now they're going to harvest him for gladiator games, which is the next scene.
He probably had to eat some serious steak to get.
Yeah,
that
like I'm
good.
not saying this is like the most realistic thing ever. Like I'm not.
Oh, definitely.
But that's what that's what's being intimated here.
Oh, definitely. My thought, I guess, like just what I'm just kind of using the Lion King joke, where in order to get that healthy, Simba would have been having to eat some serious steak on the side.
Yeah,
And I want some steak. Shut up.
Yeah, I know, right? I
Lots
think I
of
just
Maggi
watched.
fish is what you want.
I just
All right,
watched The
that's
Lighthouse.
it. Look here.
And there's this great scene in The Lighthouse where, if you haven't seen it, there's a great scene in The Lighthouse where they talk about steak, and I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay. Is the filed teeth thing a part of any of the Conan novels?
Well, it's not unheard of even in history for people to file their teeth, or in fantasy. I
Okay.
can't speak to that specifically.
Yeah, the Zonde tribes did that.
Exactly. The more interesting thing in this scene is that they stay like this for that long, right? Conan isn't even chained up, but they don't leave anyway, because he doesn't know anything else. He's a slave in his mind.
Hmm.
Arnie's
Nah.
acting.
Yes.
I think that's actually ADR.
Oh.
He's thinking about getting back to the shop to the wheel. To the shop.
I need to go back to the wheel.
So
Shut
the
up.
wheel-
John needs to go back to the wheel time TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
So what would you say is kind of the thing about the Conan books that's kind of that's the main thing? Is it that Conan is the
Conan's a Sioux. He is a little like that what I talked about earlier is kind of the main conceit of the Conan books, right? It's this idea that beyond the comforts of civilization is this intense brutality. It is also an early study in world building, and it's always fascinating to see like pre-Tolkien world building, fantasy world building. Actually, it's something I really like. And you know, it's showing someone. It is his attempt to show someone who is not modern in a way, I guess is the word I would use. Like, you know, whatever word you want to use, pre-modern, pre-civilization, maybe, not just pre-Christian, but maybe even pre-pagan, like totally alien to any sort of thing we would recognize from the Greeks and Romans onward.
Mm-hmm.
Untainted, you might say.
Yes.
Yeah, you can kind of see why people kind of went away from this whole narrating as things happen kind of way of filmmaking, because it's like, yeah, it's kind of redundant at a certain point.
What do you mean?
You kind of don't really need
seen
to tell it
YouTube
as
shorts?
you see it. Oh, have you seen the video essay where they put text on the screen as they say it?
Yeah. But YouTube Shorts are another art form, and how you can narrate a video and tell the audience exactly what's happening on screen while the video is repeating 3 times in the background while saying nothing.
Though this, yeah. So you were saying earlier that's basically like he gets all of his skills from civilization.
Yeah, this scene in particular, this scene is like the perfect example. Like there's not like this is completely, and Conan in the books is not stupid by any means. But what we're seeing here is that his skill and ability comes from I guess the word would be cultivation, right? From training.
He's like an animal, like a dog.
Almost, right? Yes. Whereas again, in the novels, right? He is a total product of Sumeria, which he fucking hates, by the way. And he's a product of that barbarian. He is a barbarian. He's truly a barbarian in that sense. In the books, in fact, before in the books, he's usually called Conan the Cimmerian. That's Cimmeria, and that's a real place. It's actually what the name for the Crimea used to be.
Okay.
Or the Bosporus, as it was.
Oh god, yeah, it was a good idea not to fucking put over footage, because your channel will be fucking deleted every time one of these things come up. There's like
true
3 or 4 scenes of this. I
Like
think
how
even maybe
everyone's
5 to
watching.
consider the one at the end.
it is.
I want to know what sword that is. Like some prototype Japanese sword or something.
It's kind of a katana in a way.
Yeah,
it's just a big.
Because I know a katana is a very late invention in Japanese military.
Look how happy he is.
I think it's actually like 17th century. I think.
No, katanas were along well before that. Remember, the single Vegeta takes place in the 1500s.
Let me go. I'm gonna go look at
it.
It's great. This is great.
This is the scene that John Milius showed Dino De Laurentiis.
Yeah, this is a famous scene.
To get him on board with Arnold as the
legendary scene.
This is that's supposedly a real quote from Genghis Khan, right? The animation there is that Conan like inspires like all conquerors forever by that quote, right?
Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. And to hear the lamentation of their women. It does actually work well with Arnold's accent.
I think he's great in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I was way off. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's old. It's really, really old.
The samurai class becomes a thing in the Onin War, I think it is. There's a great channel on YouTube called The Shogunate that deals into the history of the Sengoku Jidai. Can't recommend it enough.
Now comes the best piece of music in the entire film.
Mm.
This is where he gets the sword, right?
Yes.
No.
Classic Arnold.
It's Conan. Sumerian.
I guess it's just really cold.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
I'll make fire. Yeah.
Oh God, this music.
I will say that this music, I do like this music. This is a good music choice.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this. I don't think there's too much tonal clash from this one, where it's like the very early bit of the movie. It's like very suspenseful kind of music. No, wait, no,
Well,
no.
also-
It's more like suspense. No,
Well, he's
That's
passing
the
through.
word.
He's passing through a tomb, right? Like this is the idea behind this is that this is an Atlantean tomb, and he's passing through. This is one of the real strengths of the movie. I think it constantly shows Conan passing. He's civilization adjacent, let's say, and he's constantly passing through ruins and corrupt cities, or he's dealing with a king. And there's also Dulce Doom, who's trying to remake the world in his image, and he's only dealing with it tangentially, right? And the idea of this music choice is appropriate because he's passing through a ruin, a forgotten tomb of a civilization that's gone forever.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Mystery.
Yeah, that's also a good word, you know.
This was
Oh yeah.
atmosphere.
The only funny thing here, I'm like, yeah, like if he hits that fucking sword on the ground,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing's
that's
gonna just shatter
not-
into
I think more it's magic. It's a
It's an
magic
Atlantean
sword.
sword, guys. It's just so good.
Well, that's the idea, right? This is, I mean, this harkens back to like classic, like ideas that you know where there was a previous golden age, right? That was just better, and it's embodied in this sword.
Yeah, since the sword is clearly in just perfect condition.
Exactly, and it's going to be better than his other sword,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's also not the best bit of, like, that's meant as an explanation. He knows that's not Crom. He's like saying like, oh God.
Okay, I did not get that. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a very good bit.
It's
Yeah, because
unclear, I
someone
guess
like
you could say.
me, for reference, I don't know almost nothing about Conan. So when I come into this kind of movie, a lot of things are a bit up in the air.
No, I understand. Like I actually think one of the strengths of this movie is that it is actually a little obtuse,
Yeah.
and it lends it makes certain scenes a little weird, but also makes it means that we're encountering the weirdness of the world as much as Conan is in a lot of ways, and it makes it feel more alien. The scene is also kind of weird, by the way. This next scene.
You don't
I
say.
found the scene really funny. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
It's really
It's like you just meet some woman. It's like, hey, want a fucky?
I don't know whether I think that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that this is an actual porn. That this lady is a porn star, or from the 80s.
I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
This is actually Trip. She's just been so long. She's desperate.
I mean, you have to be desperate to want.
I know she's probably
Wow.
here, so she's hearing this, but she doesn't know the context.
Neuron activation.
Come here, man flesh. I bet she's thinking like she wants to kill me right now. Snakes!
Snakes.
Snake!
Why did it have to
By
be
the way,
so-
did you guys know that Dunn had killed a bunch of garter snakes when he was little?
Yes. I did.
Absolute evil.
Without
Hell.
reservation or pity. I actually think that this is actually one of his better bits of delivery.
There's a price.
Yeah.
Giga chat.
Price.
Quote unquote price. So we're on number 2. See how many we get. I'm gonna count it this time. I think it was 4. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Trip.
Her. Yeah, her.
What
Yeah, her
the
O
fuck?
face is actually really funny.
Like, imagine if this happened to you. Like, what?
What on earth happened to me?
This is why you don't date people you find at Walmart.
Yeah,
True
I'm
story.
assuming that this is her messing with him. Like that's my assumption at least.
Oh, I do love my internet today.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Hmm.
I do like. It is kind of cool that they included a guy by the guy named Subutai, since I do love the historical figure of Subutai quite a bit.
I'm getting some like Tommy Wiseau vibes from that laugh.
Hmm.
Don't mention Tommy.
Oh, hi, Arnold.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I didn't do it.
By the way, how's your sex life?
Demonic. Apparently.
I mean, it's been great. I mean, I've been coming in the gym. I've been coming at home.
Good for you.
I think I know the interaction between the girl, the way he recruits the girl is rather. Hi, I am thief. I am also thief. let's party up.
Yeah.
But let's see if I remember that correctly. Because I remember that I'm like, wow, okay. Oh, she finally responds.
Interesting philosophical debate. And I mean that genuinely.
Yeah.
This piece is this piece
Yeah.
is called theology. That bit of the track.
If this was done in today, I'd be like, fuck you, mine's better.
This is accurate, yeah.
I love this piece of music. Like I actually love
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Theology and civilization. It's so good.
it is. Like
Oh, I know, but
Yeah.
the funny bit is the way they run. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I find it hilarious.
I would
Like
not.
they're like frolicking.
Yes, it's Arnold isn't really built for running.
I mean, bodybuilding isn't stamina training. They're a bit different thing. I mean, that's why you don't see buff people fucking run, do jogging.
I have. It was hilarious.
Well said.
What was it? Was this huge marathon?
Yes.
And
I detest that I get the oh hi Mark.
You're welcome, Trip. You're welcome.
Welcome to
Oh my god, the guy
Jerusalem.
in the left. Derp, 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 derp.
It is Jerusalem.
Fake. I don't see nobody exploding.
it's not Gaza.
Acting. Anyways, yeah.
Typical you. Yeah, that's a little bit of bad ADRing, but it's
Oh,
a oh gosh. It's he's doing a freaking llama.
Oh, the poor
Jesus.
cow. So
Like-
it's funny, but that there's a reason why the film does not have no animals were harmed during the making of this film credit. That camel died.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that camel died.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Arnold.
Fucking Roberto Duran over here. Roberto Duran supposedly once knocked out a horse. That's a real story. So, the interesting thing here about like the fact that there are these temples infesting the cities implies that there's not religious homogeneity in the society, which we can talk about how tolerance is a good thing, but it also means that the underlying structure is vulnerable to infiltration.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Indeed.
You know, it means that the culture is decadent. It's becoming maybe decadent in some way. I love how they never name her in the movie, by the way.
So is how you met Trip done?
What? What is?
Is this how you met Trip?
Not quite.
Don't name her in the subtitles. It's funny.
Not quite.
Man, I wish it was always that easy.
Like, bro, what is Arnold doing?
It'll be a shame that a plane crashed into that tower in time. Oh, wait.
Oh.
No, it's just a snake plane.
Snake arrow.
It's a mongoose plane.
It's on a plane.
Oh no! Oh, there it is. See, there we go. That's how it happens. There's a plane piloted by snakes.
Yeah, funny thing, Stendhal Bergman, she actually ended up playing the bad guy in the Red Sonja movie, the lady that we're seeing right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's almost unrecognizable.
Hell of a
under the-
downgrade.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, I have chips. What am I doing?
Have we got any chips?
No, because I was really freaking hungry right now. I wanted to go get my burrito from the fridge, but I'm like, I don't want to leave. Like, oh yeah, I have chips in my bag. I swear to God, can StreamYard give me a fucking black background?
one of the real strengths. I mean, one of the things I really like in this movie is his willingness to be quiet like this. Actually, in contravention to its narration, as you guys were key to point out, and it just lets these moments happen, right? It trusts you, the audience, to be able to decide
exactly.
that this is demented.
Yeah, until it plays out.
Yeah, exactly. And it even like this sequence that's happening up top, with the woman, you'll see it play out again later in another scene. In a much quicker and more brutal fashion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
this sequence right here is well, not this bit, but the snake going on below. That's actually really inspired by the scene in from Wagner where I think it's Siegfried kills the dragon.
it was also the one of the covers that John Milius liked from one of the Conan books.
Not the best mugging there.
Oh no!
It's so easy. it's dated, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
It
unfortunate.
doesn't make it not funny though.
Yeah.
It's a decent effect.
Yeah,
but
this is a
For
better
its
snake
time, I
than
would say.
Harry Potter, really.
I was thinking it's I was thinking it's a better snake than the Chronicles of Narnia BBC miniseries.
Oh God! Stop!
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Okay, that is true. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that is without doubt the worst snake animatronic that anybody has ever put on screen.
Actually, no. Yeah, Snake. I was about to say. I remember the fucking Dragon BBC thing. I jumped in there, and like the text chat. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I Sock Puppet's more convincing than that, to be fair.
Yeah. And again, I don't know the budget of this movie, but I mean, considering some of the sets later, it probably had a decent.
Good good touch that the snake's body is still moving around, because that is accurate.
Oh no! I just
You would know. You
Yeah.
would know.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
stop!
This does show that Valeria is very clever. I do like that.
Yeah.
It gets really goofy here, like the music and the scene.
Yeah, this scene is pure pulp, right?
Yeah.
Like that last little bit.
Yeah.
When I first saw this yesterday, I was expecting them to get chased around. So, like, when I first saw them cut to a tavern immediately, I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, they just get away, right? Like, it's just kind of
Yeah.
weird. It's
Like, oh well. Better look next time. They're like the guards.
And then they
I don't know.
it's like an ice cube.
Damn, if only falling in love was this easy. Can fall in love with you.
And he gives her the biggest one, which is
Yeah, you expect so.
It's
You give me the big jewel. You can give me the big D.
And then fuck.
my thought was, oh, you gave me the giant snake jewel. Can I get the royal jewels too?
Which ones? There are like dozens.
So this will make this scene number 3.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool that Sandal Bergman is actually a dancer. So she did a lot of her own stuff for this movie.
Oh, okay.
She's clearly like, you can tell she's like physically fit, like quite, and she has an athletic body. She's tall too.
In more ways than one.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very athletic and has a very dancer physique.
Am I getting like maybe this is where fucking Elder Scrolls probably got some of its aesthetics inspiration from?
I would definitely say yes.
Probably, yeah.
Especially like Arena and Daggerfall.
Oh yeah, like
the cover.
like the pulp side of the history of fantasy is quite carnal, let's say. It's very
I did like this.
yeah, this is like legitimately fun. Like this is really good.
Yeah, this is very funny. Where
They're so, they're
sloshed.
Exactly. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
They're so fucking hammered.
Oh shit!
I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, but it shows they are thieves, right? They're not disciplined.
Yeah, they're not thieves. They're just thieves.
Exactly. They're not gentlemen of the Shire and Rangers of the North. These are not.
Hell, they're not even warriors.
Exactly. They're barely even that.
Yeah, I had a joke about this the other day. When he pops up, I'm like, he got better.
You know it's Vax von Sydow, right?
Yeah.
They got better.
Pretty much. One of the, I think, one of basically a royalty among actors, really.
Oh yeah. So this is great. This is actually great. This is a great scene.
This is blasphemy.
This is madness. This is Sparta.
It's kind of funny the way I'm looking at this outfit. This is supposed to be like prehistory, and he's dressed like someone from a later age, almost.
Yeah, there's correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, it's
I'm getting like English vibes from him.
well,
He's
I mean,
Swedish. Where is he from? He's
well, I
Swedish.
mean,
Almost.
I identify
the
myself
whole,
as a Terminator. Thank you.
the
Damn.
well, I was just gonna say the aesthetics of it are kind of multi-anachronistic.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we learn from this guy, right? That first of all, we learn that he's the cults are infiltrating all sorts of kingdoms and civilizations, right? Which points to a fundamental weakness in them, right? He himself is called Osric the Usurper, and you all know what usurpation is. The intimation there is that he is himself someone like Conan will be, someone who takes the throne by force. He's a pre-Conan. He is, and it also speaks to this sort of idea that of a sort of not falsehood, but arbitrariness to authority. Right? There's something here that is not complete.
And I guess the transitory nature of it.
Sure, there's that as well, right? Like he's not the rightful king of Gondor, right? He's the usurper, and yet he's still the like the guy giving them their quest. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's a usurper. That's not the focus of the film.
Like, okay, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a great bit.
Yeah, that's a good line. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not heartless.
He has what guys like Conan and these thieves want, right? And he's showing them it's not enough. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is also a great scene where she tries to convince him not to go. This is amazing. This is like the most underrated scene. This is climbing spikes.
Yeah, that's a good monologue. I would definitely agree.
Yeah, of course, and like it's great, and of course the irony is that she doesn't understand what he desires, because if she did,
The tragic.
Yeah.
his
God damn, Doug, his revenge is so bad. You want to skip that with Trip? Jeesh.
It's demotic, man.
Obviously, Conan's not a real person, because you wouldn't leave that behind.
Yeah.
Well, it was a gift.
Just kidding.
It was a gift for his lady.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm tragically running out of time, so I won't be able to see. I won't be able to experience the full James Earl Jones-ness, which really sucks. Right, but it's. I'll leave you with this.
You
thought.
dare insult the Lord himself?
I know, right?
Yeah.
But like the whole idea, right, of the Riddle of Steel bit, which I know you guys were kind of critical of earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if critical. I think that it's actually one of the better elements of it. I just thought I would bring it up because it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. It's just not brought up. It's brought up once or twice.
well, the idea of the what you see in the story, right, is that his father proposes to him the Riddle of Steel, and what he's going to learn from Thulsa Doom is that flesh is stronger than steel, and Thulsa Doom is correct, and he is correct. Also, the decision to make Thulsa Doom's cultists a bunch of hippies is like super based.
Yeah, it's very much John Milius hates hippies.
Yeah. This is an inversion of how you'd expect a death cult
Also,
to
done. You
look,
just
right?
spend a trip of revenge. How's that feel to you?
Time enough earth in the grave. Right. But the idea is that Conan learns that flesh is stronger than steel. But the idea of the next sequence of the movie is that the spirit is stronger than the flesh. That's why he's able to survive the Tree of Woe.
I see.
You know, and it does say something that in the final battle he breaks his father's sword. His father's sword is destroyed.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, that does fly in the face of that steel, and you can definitely trust, which is not true.
Well, it's kind of just the
You'll
idea
break.
of steel, then flesh, and then spirit, I guess, is what you're bringing up. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. That's like the conceit of the film. Because Thulsa Doom is completely correct. The sword is nothing compared to the hand that wields it.
Mm.
But you'll see Conan is beaten up and his flesh is defeated itself. So he has to seek something greater than that. I mean, it is kind of mere chance. I mean, you just randomly meet him, Mako. Like, come on. I love this.
It was fate.
For I am Aku.
I am Alakba.
I didn't really notice the first time, but
I'm also known as Splinter and General Iroh in the Fire Nation.
it does have some good range in this. I'm surprised. Actually.
And thus Conan gains the respect of Splinter. And thus Conan gains respect of Master Splinter.
Right. This is also, again, harkening back to a previous golden age, right? That's the idea that they're living in a lesser world.
Hmm.
And also there's a place that fire, the fundamental piece of civilization or technology of civilization, there's a place that it can't touch, it can't go. Right?
What?
also would point out that Conan's incredibly self-confident attempt to infiltrate Thulsa Doom's cult is completely just found out and shot down, right? Like that's it's totally punked.
Yeah, he shows a medallion, but that he doesn't realize, oh, that's not the.
Exactly, it tips him off, right? And then, of course, the hippy dippy image of the cult is later revealed to be like a degenerate cannibal sex dungeon, right? Right, that's the imagery at play.
Basically, yeah.
Or that's the dichotomy at play. That's what I should rather say.
Where they eat people.
Yeah. And again, it's all very understated. It's one of my favorite things about this film. Like there's this weird green soup, and then there's a hand in it.
They also have people on the rack, dead bodies on the racks hung up like a butcher.
Forgive me, I'm getting ahead because I feel bad that I have to leave. I do have to go.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you having me.
Yeah, of course.
And I wish you a good viewing. And remember that this movie's good.
Mm.
I will see you about. Good evening.
Indeed.
Wow.
Good evening.
So
Your
I
mom?
would say that.
Go ahead.
So there's a little bit more to this movie than I was originally thinking, I suppose.
I said that. Hold on.
I would say that there's a little bit of goofiness to it, where it kind of spoils a little bit, but there's some good stuff there.
Yeah, I was about to say. He was kind of.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned it to him, but I didn't feel like bringing it up because it was like poison in the well almost. That he was kind of doing that whole Rick Worley thing where he was comparing two different, like, say, oh, this is a reference to something. Like, oh no.
I don't know if he was necessarily doing that.
That's why I didn't really bring it up. I was getting that vibe.
I would say that Rick Worley's problem is something is referenced to another film, not it is trying to explore an idea in mythology and other little things like subtle world building.
Fair.
This guy looks like one of the Monty Python guys.
Honestly, this is
an
actually really funny.
An open gay character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny, isn't it?
You gotta love the casual homophobia.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's just walking around happy as Larry. No idea he's gonna get jumped and punked. Idea of
Just ignore the manly bite.
It's like twice as big as everybody there. Everybody else is a skinny, tiny person, and Arnold is built like a rock. It is kind of interesting that the barbarians are also high priests. It's a neat little touch. Burn to burn.
Yeah, I didn't catch that the first time around. That's how it gets caught. Because he's like, "Why do you need to show me this necklace?" Wait a minute.
I think it's because he thinks it's his gate code, is a key code in. I guess doesn't realize it's a red flag.
And a man in tight leather, wielding a lightsaber.
Oh, he looks fabulous.
Hmm. Oh no, become Brian. Huh, I didn't know it was a snake woman. Especially with the Amazon deal.
SWAT!
It's the Amazon deal, of course. See, a shield of the Wheeler Prime series.
His voice is really domineering.
Yeah, I love his James Earl Jones's voice. He has such a good voice.
Yeah.
And the next scene is also very awesome.
It's intimidating, but it's like it's inviting, but so intimidating at the same time. Again, this makes so much sense in the Wheel of Prime.
More
That's
like
what he
waste of time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Mm.
It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be bad.
Can't wait for season 2 to come out.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yay!
It's gonna suck. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be complete ass.
Awesome.
It just eats a freaking vulture.
Yeah. And just a few meters away, you can see Ram from Wheel of Prime just seeing that guy saying, I wish I can do that.
Always look on the bright side of life.
I'm actually they got Brian crucified, so yeah.
Always look on the bright side.
Look on the bright side of life.
Hmm. Like,
Don't worry, Arnold. China's here to save the day. Trip, why are you trusting Aspiring for this? Jesus Christ. But all serious though, I do genuinely like this scene.
This is a good scene, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good
And Arnold is
atmosphere.
finally encouraging the 40k within him. Yeah. He'd become Erebus.
Extreme heresy.
Yes. Now, if Mucka was alive these days, I wouldn't mind him playing Lorga. I would not mind that at all.
Okay. The Primarch of the Word Bearers, right?
Mm.
Hmm.
Yep.
Where's my Monty Python? Let's see. This is one of the bits that has not aged well.
Oh god, no, it's Rebecca and Noble taking Dan away. Oh no.
I love how Valeria is tripping the analogy. It's really funny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the effects is pretty bad, but to be fair, they are supposed to be spirits, so I guess that it kind of very unneighborly feeling towards them. It's like Raised Lost Ark in that regard. If that makes any sense.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say yes.
I'm not dead.
I live.
Oh god, no.
So tell me what mortal needs my protection, Mushu. And our family, vengeance will be mine. These.
Oh. Thus, tripping down the relationship that day blossomed.
You realize we're not dating anymore, correct?
I know, I'm taking a joke.
It's kind of cool that that's his kata.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I do apologize for bringing that up. I didn't mean to,
It's I'm just making a statement. I'm just making a statement of fact, buddy. I mean, it's not a value judgment.
Yeah, I know. Oh, but still.
Conan. I'm not 100% sure how this would act as good camouflage, though.
Remember, impregnable fortress. Just walk right in.
Oh, now comes the scene. Oh God.
Temple of Doom much?
Yeah, it's very Temple of Doom. At the very least, this color palette was. Oh yeah, you take a look. It's a butchery that's happening, like
Yeah.
human butchery. Yeah. It's a bunch of cannibals. I've just been skin. Yeah, it's just in the background. You see people's remains.
Yeah.
I just want to laze around being a snake.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Subutai is just like, I like this. Oh. It's a bunch of cannibals.
Damn. But I didn't know you were into this kind of thing.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Foul. Oh no.
Yeah, this bit.
Oh. Nightmare fuel.
So so apparently James Earl Jones is an animorph apparently.
I have no idea what's going on.
I
Yeah.
don't either. apparently turns into a snake and then goes down a hole. Props to the effects department for the snake, even though it is a little bit silly.
I mean, to be fair, we had Suicide Squad, so
I haven't seen that.
I've refused to watch it as well.
Oh, that's a Burmese python.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is
These
with
snakes
all
are
this?
invasive in the Everglades.
Is he going into his own private sex dungeon or something?
Oh,
Apart
God.
from the other private sex dungeon?
He's going to Florida.
No. He's meeting the basilisk. He's meeting the basilisk.
So the basilisk is a she, or is Thulsa Doom gay?
Yes.
Foul.
I do like the fact that he doesn't go for vengeance. He doesn't try. He He tries to go according to the plan this time, but
Yeah.
he still ends up losing because of it.
Oh yeah, the music in this scene's like
Hey,
a freaking circus. I remember this.
It's so
Yeah.
epic. LOL.
I do love that she just hisses. It's really funny.
Hammer time. Da comes the man with the hammer.
Release the Kool-Aid.
I was thinking the Soylent Green, liquid Soylent Green.
Well, to be fair, it is a cult, so
Soylent Green is people. It is pretty iconic pose. I think that have you heard the phrase that if you can see a silhouette outline of a character and identify it,
Oh yeah.
that character is immortal, or at least that character is pretty universally known.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say that Conan is one of those people, and especially the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan.
Not Jason Momoa.
No. Well, I think that they actually copied that specific pose for the Conan poster.
With the body painted on.
Not the paint.
Try spinning that was a good trick.
Oh no. We lost Codex.
Oh, Codex died. She's like, come on, boys. Yeah, that was not necessarily the best blocking. It's fine.
That pose is quite generic.
Yeah. True, but I guess I just kind of associate it with Conan, I suppose.
All my favorite scenes about the pop up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the snake. The snake arrow. Yeah, the snake arrow is indeed. It's kind of cool, but it's tad ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's not how arrows. Well, what is he? My question is, what exactly is he knocking it with?
Shut up, don't ask questions.
What do you mean he uses his bow to shoot the snake?
Is he doing it like kids shoot? Kids shoot arrows like.
I guess.
Yeah, like where you know how like you'll just make a play bow and then put a stick on it that doesn't is just flat.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a very sad part of the
Not
story.
that one. Is that because you wear nothing?
Yeah, deserts tend to be quite cold at night.
Especially in the desert.
Yeah, that desert's cold as ice.
Here, you opinion.
It's cold as ice.
Poor Conan. It's not like that he even. It's not like that he made a mistake or something.
Yeah, it's just something
It's
bad
just-
happened.
Yeah. Like if I were a generic author who writes generic stories, then what I would have done is make Conan try to kill Doom, like contrary to the plan, and then make the cost that his girlfriend dies or something, to up the drama and the narrative lesson and character, blah blah blah. But they don't do that here.
Yeah, the only real thing I have is like the main thing is like their how they fall in love is like
A little bit fast.
almost it's like almost yeah.
Baddest line, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the romance is a bit like Baldur's Gate 3, where the characters want to fuck you. They want to fuck you if you just talk to them twice. Kind of funny. But now comes the best fight scene in the movie.
Now among the standing stones they must fight. I do. There's some good parts about the action scene in this. It's a little bit goofy though at points. It's basically like Home Alone.
Yeah, it's just Arnold's face. Like Arnold makes all these silly faces when he fights. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it kind of is. I'm counting on it. Home Alone with the Flintstone.
Home Alone. But he's not alone. He has the wizard and his friend. He's blessed by Crom.
Crumb. Yeah, this is...
They are coming.
Oh no.
Also epic music. Oh, so good. Awesome.
It is pretty. It's kind of badass.
First kill. Come on.
One of the most gloriously
Bam!
backhanded prayers ever.
This reminds me of Game of Thrones somehow. Like, remember what was it, season 1 or something where Peter Dinklage was knocked out, so they wouldn't have to film a battle scene or something because they ran out of money.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, and now compared it to this scene where they actually have people killing each other, giving us the satisfaction of action. This is why this movie is better than Game of Thrones. Also, screw Benioff and Weiss.
Yes, they are.
Considering Benioff and Weiss were not really good at budgeting them, yeah, that was probably more on them. Probably could have had enough money.
Like Game of Thrones only exists because the pilot was too expensive. Oh my god!
As well as the fact. Well, the fact is, I believe that it was because David Benioff's daddy put in a word for him.
Yeah, of course.
Because
like the same what happened with Rings of Power, Rings of Prime. Where you have two nobodies suddenly writing and directing huge franchises without knowing what they are doing.
Yeah.
But Rings of Power was somehow worse. I've already forgotten the name of the two guys.
I wouldn't. I mean, it depends, because Game of Thrones was a long-running show that had a lot of hype around it, versus Rings of Power, which is just shit from the outset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, I think they had more money.
Rings of Power definitely had way more money than Game of Thrones to start off with. It's kind of hilarious.
This is the guy who trained Conan. Very meaningful battle.
Well, not really. It's a different guy.
Oh, you're correct. It's the other guy. What the fuck?
Admittedly, this is a setup and payoff.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But And it's funny that
Is this the sword of Conan's father?
mhm.
Oh, very poetic.
And he destroys it with his, because you can't beat magic Atlantean steel. He's going to use.
Now the illusion is broken. She is dispelled, for her master has betrayed her. Great emotional drama and turning point of the story.
And he now has the broken half of his daddy's sword. It's very symbolic.
Yeah, and epic.
I do think that this is James Earl Jones's best scene in the movie.
This?
Yeah.
Where he tries to convince Conan to join him.
Yeah, just because like he shows a lot of range in this. He shows his theatrical range where he's speaking to the crowd.
It's also the typical trope where the final fight between the hero and the villain is not a fight of swords and weapons, but of philosophy and talking. I don't know what the trope is called. Like, instead of beating each other up, they try to convert each other. But here now Doom is trying to convert Conan, and not Conan trying to convert Doom. Ooh. Holy shit. He kind of sounds like the bad guy from the Killzone. Oh no. Holy shit.
Simba.
Now
Empire
Conan is
Steam plays.
confused and conflicted. What shall I do? But then he decides.
And he ends up
Epic.
killing him with the broken sword.
Epic.
Quite epic, yes. And he just tosses down. He just hacks off his head. Ow, 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 ow.
That's what Dunn did to all these garters.
Oh my what?
To the garter snakes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now look how they all throw away their torches.
Yeah, I made the joke the other day when they were torturing, pulling away their torches. Like, how are you going to find your way home now? Just
True.
stumbling in the dark. Like, wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
Wait a second.
Well, actually,
You might need those.
You might not. Because when you have torches next to you, then your eyes will be adjusted to the light of the torches and then you can't see anything.
What if there's
But
no
when it-
moon?
Oh yeah, sure. The- Philosopher Conan.
Hmm.
What shall I
Now,
do now?
how does one get to the chopper?
Now that the chopper's gone, what do I do now?
Quick! I need to get to the whole house.
This is neat. I didn't notice this the first time, where he just kind of sits there and ponders his victory.
Come, show me your thoughts.
Crumb. Grant me revenge. Revenge.
Oh yeah, this bit was like, huh? Stone burns.
Oh, there's a bunch
Maybe
of
it's
wood.
just wood.
It's symbol. Yeah, it's a stage for a movie, and it's probably made out of wood, so it can burn.
Eh.
But who cares? It's a very symbolic image.
Yes, epic.
The themes.
You see some guy who's like has a chisel in his hand. He's like, "Hey, I just made that."
Oh my god, he looks like the Lionel Johnson.
Oh no. It's over.
So did Conan.
Imagine if they made this into the sequel movie instead of the fifth one.
Oh, that's over.
And that very poorly, this story will be told very poorly in
No,
Conan
man.
the Destroyer.
Holy fuck! Oh. It was an hour
He
longer
quite
than
bright
I
as
anticipated.
as it's over. Epic.
It's a few good things, but overall, I don't know. Things maybe kind of averagey, I guess. There's some good bits here
By
and
today's
there.
standards, I would say it's averagey.
I agree
But-
with the other guy. It's
Yeah.
the greatest sword and sorcery movie of all time. Holy shit! I love this film, man.
But
It's so good.
by its standards of its time would probably be higher up there. I don't know. I haven't watched too many movies from that time
Oh yeah, it's
for
so
years.
80s.
When it comes to
man.
fantasy, I mean,
It's so
Yeah,
70s, 80s.
I'd be
It's so
interested to
Arnold.
watch. Sorry, basically, sorry, I interrupted you. What are you saying?
It's such an Arnold movie.
It is definitely.
there's certainly a movie that is strange.
It is it's fun at points for sure.
God damn, it's getting hot in here.
In terms of the film itself, I would definitely say like it's decent. It's better the second time, which I suppose is a good sign. But you notice some neat things that weren't there before. But I think that this would work better as a TV show than as a film. I'm interested to compare it with the Jason Momoa film.
Oh,
Yeah, because I think if the runtime was a bit longer, or it was a TV show, they could have fleshed out like their introductions to some of the characters. They don't feel as fast and underdeveloped.
Do you think the movie is too long or too short?
Too short.
Okay.
For like, I'm mostly talking about the character bits, like the girlfriend character. I don't remember her name. If she even has a name.
She has no name. It's never.
Okay, yeah.
It's never been said. No. The thief doesn't have a name either. Is it so?
Yeah. Well, actually, his name.
Oh no! Yeah. Subadai, but it's like said 3 times or 2 times.
Yeah,
Like
they it's kind of. Go ahead.
The one is like I'm Subadai, and the next one is I've talked to Subadai, and that's it. Like it's just. It doesn't really matter. Like who cares?
It's they're kind of.
It's about Conan.
Yeah, they're very one note most of the time. I mean, except for that one exchange, I guess, with the girlfriend. But most of my complaint comes with her is just their starting relationship. They kind of just happen.
Yeah, they have a heist and then they fuck.
Yeah. Epic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Character development. But then I would have no idea how to, in a potential movie, in a potential TV series, I would have no idea how to fill that up, because.
Well, you would have to have experience writing relationships
from scratch, because this is not a relationship in the movie, really, and not really characters, really.
Yeah, not really. I would concur with that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But what are they then?
Ciphers.
Okay. Explain, please.
Well, basically, they're just meant to be very thin characters that aren't really meant to be super complicated. They're just there for the purpose of facilitating the story.
Okay.
Right, and serving as backup to the main character.
Okay.
fuck, it is 108 right now. Holy piss take.
108?
Yeah.
Does that mean it's hot?
Yeah, 108 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what
Oh,
that
shit.
translates to.
I have no
Yeah,
idea,
no.
but it seems hot, yeah.
It is very hot. It is abnormally hot.
How moist is the air?
Disgusting.
Gross. Freaking gross. All right. See you later, Codex.
Oh.
See you later.
So, Dunman, when the fuck are you gonna do? And we're gonna do a response stream.
Okay,
You said you had.
so,
But
so in terms of response stream, I need to find something to respond to.
I already have something.
Okay, we could do that next week. Maybe next Wednesday.
Well, the Wednesday. I don't know. My schedule's in flux. I'm changing shit positions pretty soon. Let's see if my current schedule holds up. Wednesday, yeah, I would have off.
Okay, that works great. We can do that. Burn your way to paradise.
Flat.
I may have to do that at some point, but overall, there's little bits that I notice that are a little bit better than I gave it credit for the first time.
Yeah.
But
Overall, it is certainly better, but it's not something I would watch willingly.
yeah,
Like to go out of my way to watch anime.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
will it be better than the 2011 version?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
It probably will be, just based on the fact that that movie was reviled by everybody and nobody liked it. It ended up on a number of people's worst of 2011
Hold on a minute.
worst
shit.
lists. Like seriously, like really, really, really bad.
I know that they mispronounce Conan a lot. Like they say Conan or something.
Possibly.
Conan or something like that.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
All right. Well, we'll call it good for today, folks.
Yeah, I'm tired as shit.
All right.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye, guys.